Nikita, welcome to T2 Online. What have you got at the 25 years of Lakme in WCI?
So, as the brand is known for its influence derived from all the tribes across the world, this time we've explored African tribes. So, the collection is called Afropop. We have prints that are influenced, we've got the influence from the African tribes, and we've added some pop of color like fuchsia pink and indigo blues and black and white to make the collection very vibrant.
Right, so it's very resort, party,
Yes.
easygoing, relaxed, but very glam.
Yeah, it's luxury breadth.
Very
Yes.
glam.
Yeah.
Very glam. Could you take us through the highlight pieces, some of the pop pieces for you?
We have created a bamboo corset from one of the African tribes a few seasons back.
Okay.
Now this is a new version of it where we've done baroque embroidery and a lot of gold baroque has been done, and this corset is very versatile, can be worn with multiple things. This is a modern version of an Indian sari. So this is a pre-stitched sari, can be combined with a corset, can be just worn as a sari. The corset can be worn with a white shirt, worn it many ways. So this is definitely one of our most highlighted pieces. We also have this dress, again influenced by the African tribes. You see the very long cut pipes, which represent the wooden cut pipes that they use in their cultural pieces. There's a lot of wood.
Yeah.
It's
got a rustic feel.
Yes. There is
to it.
raffia that we've used. It's very rustic yet very glam.
Yes.
This is
yes.
also
Very modern. Yeah.
one of our very classic pieces. Evening wear like this.
Nice.
This also is very baroque, and we've given a different twist in pewter shades to the baroque embroidery. Have these
Nice.
evening capes that can be again combined with many things. So these are also one of our very signature capes.
Right.
We have one more version here.
Right. Right. Nikita, what has the journey been like for you? How old is your label? It's almost 20 years, you're saying?
Yes, full of gratitude, very beautiful. Of course, lots of ups and downs when we started, and it's been almost 19 years now. So a lot of learnings, a lot of experiences, a lot of good and bad things. But yes, as we say that, all the good things, all the bad things are forgotten if you have one good thing. So yes, it has been beautiful.
What has been the constant DNA at the core of your creations?
The prints and signature embroidery has been the core of my collection since the day I started. I always had prints in my collection and always had signature embroideries. I've always used Indian signature embroideries, but with a twist.
In a modern way.
In a very important way. Like I use a lot of Zardozi, I'll use a lot of Ari, Tapka, which is all very Indian, but have always implemented, always applied in a very modern way.
Did you study fashion, Nikita?
I studied fashion, but not extensively. I am a graduate in finance. I'm a postgrad in marketing and finance. And I have studied design, but not hardcore design.
How have you combined your marketing brains to your design?
A lot of finance more than marketing. More of finance has
Has
been...
it helped you in?
Of course. Big time. So I've also studied entrepreneurship and finance, and I think that's the backbone of my business.
When you started Nikita 20 years back, the India we are living in now completely changed.
Yes.
What was the woman like then, and what's this woman like now that you're dressing?
Women that time, also modern. Indian women have been always modern. If you see the times of Rekha, the times of Shabana Azmi, they have always
modern in
been
their own way.
Yes, modern in their own way. So I've never felt that there has been a drastic change as such. But of course, as we say that fashion changes, and it's very fast fashion these days. But I have personally tried to stick to slow fashion. I've always tried to create classic pieces. I have clients like 20 years old. When I didn't even have a label. I just used to work from home. The clients still come with those pieces and say, we still wear that piece. So I feel very happy that we've always created classic fashion that is for keepsake.
Right.
So I've actually never followed fashion trends. but always try to create classic pieces.
Who are your muses? Who are your favorite people to dress? Maybe you have dressed or you would like to dress.
See, it's very easy to dress celebrities. It's very easy to dress up models. It's very easy to do a runway show with the beautiful, tall, sleek models who are anyway going to look great.
Right.
So my personal muses are
Everyday women.
everyday women.
That's the challenge.
Yes. It has become a DNA of the brand.
Correct.
Like, you know, most of the women who come to me today are in the age bracket of 35 to 50, and they come
Very
to
sorted.
me. Yes.
About their choices and
Absolutely. And they come to me with a very relaxed mindset that they're gonna get something that's gonna suit them. They are totally dependent on me, that, you know, they know that what the silhouette that I'll give them is gonna make them look their best. That's my biggest earning. So, you know, my muses are my everyday women. Women around me are my.
You find your own niche. Like with women,
Absolutely.
maybe they are unsure at a certain stage, but I can
Absolutely.
talk about myself. I'm very sure of
Yes.
what I want right now.
Yes, yes.
So is that
Vice versa when you were 10 years younger.
10 years
right?
younger, yeah.
Because you do not have, that time we all were suffering from peer pressure. You start making your own signature style. In fact, I meet a lot of young women, much younger to you and me, who have been, you know, who have very strong, opinions about how they dress up. Women these days have become quite sorted.
Yeah.
They know what they want to wear, and they know what
yeah,
they want to. They don't get influenced.
correct.
There is a set of women also in the society today, but yes, I think post 30, women reach that stage where they know what their DNA is, what their style quotient is.
Right.
So it's very easy to work for women like that. They are not confused.
Did the same happen to you? You're designing yourself, but did you like a lot of my stylist friends say, now that I'm finding my, my niche, my groove.
Yeah.
So as a designer, did you always know that?
I always knew that I want to create pieces which can be reused. I always tell my clients, don't consider your clothes as disposable items.
Yeah.
I see women, I feel very sad when women wear an outfit once and they say we can't repeat. So I feel very, very sad about it, and I always tell my client, please make a piece, invest in a piece which you can wear repeatedly, which your daughters can wear, which your daughter-in-laws can wear. Make a piece, have it as an investment in your wardrobe. So yeah, I mean, there is a genre of women who have started to believe in this, but I think a little more time to go.
Lastly, Nikita, how to choose your corsets? I believe corsets suit everybody, but how to choose?
Right
How
body,
to choose?
right.
You're expert at corsets. Tell us how to choose your corset. 3 top tips.
So if you have an hourglass body, you have a corset body. You see this? This is an hourglass. So if you have an hourglass body, you can actually carry any kind of corset. Most of the Indian women are hourglass.
Yeah.
So I think corsets work the best for Indian bodies. So if you are heavy on bottom, heavy on top, and if you have a sleek waist, a corset is meant for you. So basically, a belt corset works the best when it comes to a little a size that's UK plus, UK 12 plus, a large plus. An hourglass corset works the best. Otherwise, a fitted knotted corset works for again almost every body type, but that doesn't work for very sleek, very slim women because it makes their body all the more smaller.
Right.
So I think a basic corset is actually can be worked with any body type.
Thank you so much.